Hello everyone, in this video we are taking a look at another classic of ufology, a close encounter with an unidentified flying object mid-air. It was the night of the 18th of September 1976 and the location was Tehran, the capital city of Iran. Residents of the northeastern part of the city observed a multicolored aircraft hovering at an altitude of a few thousand feet in the air around 10:30 p.m. Some of the people have called the local airport to report the object, and they managed to contact Hussein Piruzi, the night shift superior supervisor at the airport, who confirmed the sighting at around 11:15 p.m. as he went out to take a look. Through binoculars, he saw a bright object with flashing lights changing position. He estimated its altitude to be approximately 6,000 feet. Having observed the object until 12:30 a.m., Piruzi alerted the Iranian Air Force. The commander at the post, Deputy General Nader Yousefi, also confirmed the sighting, and in response ordered an F-4 Phantom II interceptor aircraft airborne to investigate the object better at 1:30 a.m. This aircraft, piloted by Captain Aziz Khani with First Lieutenant Hossein Shokri, flew from the Cherokee Air Base westwards. The two military men managed to approach and then get close to the object, only to experience the radio system in their jet, as well as the onboard instruments giving up completely. When Khani pulled the aircraft away, the functionalities returned. 10 minutes later, at 1:40 a.m., another interceptor aircraft piloted by the squadron commander Major Parviz Jafari with First Lieutenant Jalal Damirian was ordered to start pursuit of the object. Jafari managed to acquire the object on the radar at a distance of 27 miles. The radar response indicated an object the size of Boeing 707 or KC-135 Stratotanker. A visual sighting was reported as an object with intense red, green, orange and blue lights was seen with the lights forming a diamond shape. The object itself was too bright to have the men discern its actual shape though. As Jafari started his approach to the strange craft, the target suddenly took a turn to the right, followed by another turn, at an approximately twice the angle compared to the first turn. Jafari then observed the smaller object detaching itself from the larger one and heading straight towards his interceptor at high speed. Convinced that this is some kind of a weapon which was fired, Jafari pulled the trigger intending to fire off his short-range air-to-air AIM-9 Sidewinder missile. The missile was never fired though. The weapons control panel malfunctioned and prevented the armament from being used. The radio and other instruments on board the Phantom also stopped functioning. Jafari turned the plate to the left to avoid collision with the smaller object, which made an approach to approximately 4 miles, but then stopped. The smaller object then returned to the larger one, which in turn released another small light object, which descended to and eventually landed on the ground. At this point the pilot was ordered to head back to the base, but was escorted there by one of the lights on his way home. During the final approach to the airbase, Jafari spotted another light flying at low altitude in front of his plane. Ordered by General Yousefi to take a look, he did so, only to experience the same radio and instrument malfunction within 4 miles of the shining object. Jafari broke off and managed to land with the luminous object disappearing from view as he did. The following day, the same two men who had the close encounter with the object in the second run, so Jafari and Damirian, flew to the area where they observed one of the small objects landing on the ground using a helicopter, but their inspection yielded no results. According to the base commander, General Abdullah Ghazer Barzin, all the military records related to the event were handed over to the US Air Force, as we must note here that at the time Iran was still ruled by the Shah and it was before the religious revolution of 1979. The US Air Force insisted that out of the entire documentation, only a memo from an interview with the pilot survived. However, the Defense Intelligence Agency rated the event as one of high importance and the area was apparently tracked by satellites in the aftermath. Interestingly enough, the Tehran incident was one of a small series of UFO sightings which covered the entire part of the world, from Iran to Morocco and Portugal over a period of 1 week. Parviz Jafari continued to serve his country and eventually made it to the west after the revolution in the late 70s. He went on to become a retired Air Force general and spoke about his unusual encounter during various meetings, conferences and interviews in the media, one of which you can find in the links in the comment. He strikes most viewers as a genuinely nice and honest person. His character is also reflected in one of his mentions of the Tehran incident, during which he had said that the biggest regret of his career was to pull the trigger on the UFO, attempting to hit it with a missile. He mentioned that had he had the opportunity to relive the encounter, he would try to engage the strange object peacefully instead. Many people consider this to be one of the well-documented or at least well-witnessed UFO events involving radar and visual sightings, and who are usually considered high-trust witnesses as well. And what do you think, dear viewers? Was it a genuine UFO encounter and non-human intelligence which showed its force without actually causing harm to its opponent in the air? Let me know in the comment section down below. In the meantime, stay warm, stay curious, look up to the skies, and I will see you soon in another video. Take care.